A very good evening to all, my dear student of class 8 ABC। उम्मीद करता हूँ कि आप सब सुरक्षित, स्वस्थ और अच्छे होंगे। साथ ही साथ आप अपनी पढ़ाई भी कर रहे होंगे। मैं ये मानता हूँ कि इस समय संकट का दौर है, लेकिन इस समस्या से हमको, आपको, सबको मिलकर लड़ना है। ये किसी एक व्यक्ति की समस्या नहीं है, इसलिए खुद की और अपने परिवार की रक्षा करें, घर में रहें, सुरक्षित रहें। मित्रों, हम पिछली बार अध्याय संख्या 2 में किस प्रकार से ब्रितानी ईस्ट इंडिया कंपनी भारत आती है और किस तरह से वो यहाँ धीरे धीरे शुरू में इकोनॉमिक एक्टिविटीज़ के पॉइंट ऑफ व्यू से वो भारत आई, एंड स्लोली सी गॉट its real shape and she became a political phenomena in our nation. She tried to control, East India Company tried to control the political circumstances of the contemporary India. So in that regard, we have studied about Marathas. Okay, then the claim of paramountcy, then the doctrine of lapse, subsidiary alliance, okay, Paramounty alliance, doctrine of lapse, confederate alliance. We have all discussed all these things to you. Okay, we have discussed already. Doctrine of lapse I have also discussed. Okay, no, sorry, this is to be discussed. I think yes, this is to be discussed. No, I think we have discussed this thing also. Doctrine of lapse has also been finished by me. Am I right? Yes. Actually, first paragraph of the page number, page number 11, heading the doctrine of lapse. So, the first paragraph of this heading has been completed by me, and now I will start with the second paragraph. The paragraph starts that finally in the year 1856, the company also took over Awadh. It was the year of 1856 when contemporary Awadh and modern Uttar Pradesh was captured by British East India Company. This time the British had added an argument that they said that the very obliged by duty to take over Awadh in order to free the people from the misgovernment of the Nawab. Now see, although they were trying to control other places from the point of view of doctrine of lapse, that as there is no subordinate, as there is no heir of a particular king, so now it becomes the responsibility of East India Company to control that area, to make, to maintain law and order. But here the company gave an argument that the misgovernment of the contemporary Awadh, contemporary Nawab of Awadh named Wajid Ali Shah. Okay, so from just securing the people, the innocent people of Awadh, we are taking this step and we are trying to control, we are trying to, capture Awadh from the point of view of the doctrine of lapse. Okay, enraged by the humiliating way in which the Nawab was deposed. And do you know that when British East India Company controlled Awadh or Lucknow, then where did the Nawab of Lucknow go? He was sent to Calcutta. He was sent to Calcutta, and with a very disrespectful manner. Okay, although he was Nawab, so he was sent to Calcutta in a very disrespectful manner. But his people, his his people of the state used to love him a lot. So they came to the Kolkata on foot, just to, giving a kind of what should I say, valediction. The those people came to Kolkata also with the Nawab. The people of Awadh joined the great revolt that broke out in 1857. And as the people of Awadh saw that, how the things were being carried away, so by British East India Company, so that is why while the revolt took place in 1857, then Awadh was the most important state to participate in that. Awadh was the most important state to participate in that revolt. So these are some cunning policies of British East India Company that was applied over all the Nawab and all the rulers of contemporary India, and how those British East Indian officers were able to control all these dynasties and areas. Now, winning is another matter, but after winning, what will you do? Suppose that we are trying to win some area. हमारी इच्छा है कि हम किसी जगह को जीत लें. ओके, हमने जीतने की कोशिश की, लेकिन अब हमने जीत लिया, तो जीतने की कोशिश की और जीत भी लिया, तो अब हम क्या करेंगे? नाउ व्हाट विल वी डू? द क्वेश्चन कम्स. तो क्वेश्चन आता है सेटिंग अप अ न्यू एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन. अब जो जगह जीती गई है वहाँ पर नया एडमिनिस्ट्रेशन अप्लीकेबल किया जाना चाहिए. ठीक है ना? नाउ वी वुड लाइक टू सी दैट ऑन अ वेरी कॉर्नर देयर इज अ वर्ड हैड बीन रिटन काजी. Qazi is a, Urdu word. It means a judge. Qazi means a judge. Then Mufti. Mufti means a jurist of the Muslim community responsible for expounding the laws that are Qazi would administer. Okay. Now, on second one is Mufti. Mufti is it is also a kind of judicial person who is responsible for expounding those rules that will be administered by Qazi. Okay, he was liable for the verification of such a rule that will be administered by a Qazi. The third is impeachment. Impeachment means a trial by the House of Lords in England for charges of misconduct brought against a person in the House of Commons. Okay, so what do you mean by impeachment? Now these words will come in this page. Okay, while we read these headings, this explanation, then we will find that these words will come. So that is why the meaning of these words has been given in a column. So impeachment means a trial by the House of Lords in England for charges of misconduct brought against a person in a House of Commons. Suppose a common person brings some misconduct, conduct some misconduct in House of Commons, in British Parliament. Then it was the duty of the House of Lords to bring a proposal of impeachment against that particular person, and on the basis of that impeachment, that person was to be punished. So, setting up a new administration in India, Warren Hastings, underline please, Governor General from 1773 to 1785. Underline, Warren Hastings, Governor General from 1773 to 1785, was one of the many important figures who played a significant role in the expansion of company power. He was one of the most important figure who played an important role in the expansion of company's power. Okay, by his time, the company had acquired power not only in Bengal but also in Bombay and Madras. Earlier, I told you that the company, when East India Company came to India, then it tried to expand its wing in three stations. Number one, Kolkata. Number two, Mumbai. Number three, Chennai, or at that time it was called Madras. So, company tried to by significant role in the expansion of company power. By his time, the company had acquired power not only in Bengal but also in Bombay and Madras. British territories were broadly divided into administrative units called presidencies. Underline this word. Presidency means presidency is a kind of administrative unit of British East India. British territories were broadly divided into administrative residencies. Okay, in residence, the whole British area used to be divided into small residencies, were broadly divided into administrative units called presidencies. There were three presidencies at that time. So, I mean, the whole India was divided into three presidencies. Presidency is not a small, but a broad area. Broad area. I mean, the whole India was divided into three presidencies at that time. One was Bengal presidency, means Calcutta presidency. Second was Mumbai presidency, and third was Madras presidency. Okay. So each was ruled by a governor, and each presidency was ruled by a governor. The yes, the next word is the supreme head of the administrative was the governor general. I mean the supreme. And now see, three governor used to be there: Governor General of Bengal, Governor Bengal Presidency, Governor General of Bombay Presidency, and Governor General of that one, Kolkata. No, not Kolkata, Madras Presidency. But the Governor General of Bengal used to be the most important Governor General. Okay, introduced several administrative reforms, notably in sphere of justice, and that is why the most preference was given to the Governor General of Kolkata, Governor of Kolkata, that, and it was called Governor General. Now the Governor of Mumbai and Governor of Chennai were called governors only, but this one, the Governor of Calcutta, used to be called as Governor General. I mean, ultimately the Governor of Calcutta was responsible for the whole India. The first Governor General introduced several administrative reforms. And who was the first Governor General of India? Warren Hastings was the first Governor General of India. So he made many reforms in India, and notably in the sphere of justice. And from the justice point of view, he tried to modify Indian social system, Indian judicial system, and try to implement the equal right of justice to common people and to the companies officials also. So these are some important points, and that is sufficient for today. What is your homework? You have to draw all these three maps. What is your homework right now? You have to draw all these three maps on your copy on page number 20. Only draw three maps on your class or copy that is available in page number 20. Okay, open the page number 20 of your book and draw these three maps only. Okay, that is your homework. So thank you for joining me. We will meet in next video.